All right. Welcome back, everybody. Sometimes we take these deep dives and I think, okay, where are we headed today? But then other times you see a title on the list and you're just like, yes, let's go. Today's one of those, right?
Absolutely. You
Wicked.
can't go wrong.
From page to stage to, well, we're going to talk about all of that, all the twists and turns. But before we really dive in, I just have to say, whenever I think about Wicked, it's just this explosion of color and music and emotion.
It's such a spectacle, and there's a reason it's captivated audiences for, what, over 2 decades now?
More than that. But right, let's rewind a bit. Because before all the glitter and those iconic songs, it started with a book, a novel, and a pretty daring one, I'd say. We've got an executive summary here of Wicked's journey, but let's start at the source, Gregory Maguire's novel.
And it's not just any story. I mean, he took something so familiar, The Wizard of Oz, and said, what if we saw it all from the Wicked Witch's point of view?
Yeah, flip the whole thing on its head. Suddenly, this character we thought we knew, this cackling villain in green, becomes Elphaba, complex, misunderstood, facing prejudice.
And dealing with some serious questions about power, good and evil, the big stuff.
Exactly. So we've got this novel challenging everything we thought we knew. Now, a lot of times, a popular book like that, it gets snatched up for a movie, right? But in this case, enter Mark Platt, our producer extraordinaire.
And he sees Broadway, not the silver screen. What do you think he saw in Wicked that screamed stage?
Well, to me, it's the emotions, right? This story is so big, the themes of identity, social justice, friendship, it needs space to breathe.
And what better place than a stage? A live audience, the music, the costumes. It's an experience, not just a story you watch passively.
And speaking of music, we can't forget the dream team that brought this thing to life, musically speaking anyway. Schwartz.
Oh, the legend. Godspell. Pippin. The man knows how to write a showstopper.
Paired up with Winnie Holzman, the writer behind My So-Called Life, which if you haven't seen it, go watch it. But talk about understanding complex characters, especially young women finding their way. Perfect fit for Wicked.
And it's not like they just took the book and slapped some songs on it. Adapting something like Wicked is a process.
Oh, I bet. Were there any big hurdles they had to clear?
Well, they did workshops, tryouts. Even the iconic Defying Gravity, apparently, went through some major changes. But that's part of the beauty, right? You refine, you find the heart of the story. And then opening night, October 30th, 2003, Broadway was officially Wickedized.
I read the reviews were kind of mixed at first. Some critics weren't sure what to make of it. Too ambitious, too much heart. But the audiences, man, they got it.
There's a reason this show resonated so strongly. I think people were craving that message of challenging expectations, finding your voice, the power of true friendship. Wicked just hit at the right moment with the music, the visuals, everything coming together.
And the awards. 3 Tonys, including Best Actress for Idina Menzel. That performance as Elphaba. Legendary.
And the Grammys for the cast recording. Come on, everyone knows those songs. But it's more than just awards. It's become a global thing. From London to Sydney, people are defying gravity all over the world.
Over $1 billion in revenue, too.
Yeah.
But it's the impact, right? Suddenly you've got people talking about acceptance, questioning what they've been told about good and bad. It gave a voice to the outsiders, those who didn't fit the mold.
Exactly. And you can't deny the power of those songs. Defying Gravity became an anthem for anyone who ever felt like they didn't belong, wanted to break free, and for good. That song about friendship just gets me every time.
They've gone beyond the stage, become part of our culture. And now, get this, there's a movie coming. It'll be interesting to see how they translate all that wicked magic to the big screen.
Makes you wonder, what other villains out there have stories we haven't heard, whose perspective has been silenced or twisted? Wicked reminds us to look deeper, question those narratives, and maybe have a little more empathy along the way.
Powerful stuff. And that, my friends, is the journey of Wicked. It's proof that imagination has no limits. Questioning things is important, and a good story, well, it can truly change the world. Thanks for dialing in with us. Until next time, keep exploring those untold stories, and who knows, maybe you'll find a little Wicked in all of us.